Sorry about that, guys. I honestly didn't know that that went live that quick. Shouldn't have. How's everybody doing? Sorry about that, guys. I honestly didn't know that that went live. Yeah. Hey, Nick. Give me a sec, guys. We'll see about working a link here. So it was kind of cool having some trolls this morning. It was a little odd. I hadn't dealt with that before, but it was funny as hell. So you guys really think you're bothering me? Okay. You think they feel better about themselves today? Yeah. How you guys doing? How's life treating you? That is not what I want. There we go. Post that up for anybody who wants to pop in. That tank is looking really, really good, actually. Gotta like that. Oh, and Nick, Rob Sampson up there is a guy that was trying to talk to you, so ding. Ta-da. Oh, it's looking all right. There we go. Cool. Oh, we get some chatting on the go here eventually. I'm sure somebody will think of something. Why my Lubbock's all ticked off? Probably just fed up with those two clowns fussing and feuding with each other. It's not that abnormal. Tank's looking pretty good, actually, to be honest. There we go. Look at that. All proud of myself. Did I mute myself and you guys can't hear me? Nope, I'm working. So hopefully it's working in there. Awesomeness. Geez, where's everybody at today? Got Rob and Bees and Nick hanging around. Where's everybody else? Somebody else streaming and I didn't know again? That's not that uncommon in here. No, I got no notifications anybody streaming, so there we be. I can almost watch those two idiot clowns for hours. So nobody got anything they want to talk about? No ideas? No nothing? Shoot me a link there, Nick. I'll email it to you. I got to pull my other computer up. For some reason, I thought I copied that list over. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can find it first before you go doing that. Oh, I thought it might be there. It's not sitting on that drive. Yeah, I really thought that I copied that stuff over. Give me a sec here, folks. Almost done.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Trapper?
Not too bad. Just to let you know, the link's working fine. Went straight in.
Here, folks. Almost done. Cool. So Nick's just having a hard time. Hey, what's going on, Trapper?
Not too.
Gotta love it when it slaps back. That is hilarious. I really don't know what happened to that. Go ahead and shoot me the your email, Nick. I'll fire one off. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah. I got it, Nick, and I'm removing it as well. I keep coming through yours there, Trapper. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, good, man. You?
No, not too bad at all.
Yeah, so that link worked fine straight in.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, I heard you there. It's I don't know. Yeah, I got it there, buddy. It should be coming. It should be in your email shortly. Yeah, we'll get him in here. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I had a pretty good day. I use a Trackman mouse. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But my old one, I cleaned it up and still not working right. And I just can't use a regular mouse. And I got super lucky today. That's my 20-gallon, Rob. And I got it for half price. They're usually $70, and I got it for 35. So
are they like they're upright mouses?
No, it's the one with the thumb ball. Like it's a ball that you do with your thumb. Yeah.
We have a girl at work. She uses like an upright mouse.
Yep.
Yeah. So because she has problems with her wrist, so it works really well for her.
There's the man. What's going on, Nick?
Hey, going good. Yeah, for some reason, some of the times the links don't work, but they do for other people. Because I don't know if it's because I'm on an iPad.
It is,
or what? Yeah,
it's the iPad.
It's the same with DevStream sometimes. So he has to send me on Hangouts or something like that.
Yeah, it's an odd, weird thing. So yeah, that Rob Sampson fella in the chat, he is looking to do a tank. And he's got a certain amount of fundage and all that he was talking about. And I said, well, you should talk to Nick before you do anything on a possible used or something possibly new. Yeah, so that's the guy right there I was talking about to you, Rob.
Oh, okay. You're based in the UK, Rob, or?
He is in Italy.
Oh, in Italy. Okay.
But he's English. So.
Right.
There you go. So living away from home. Is it cheaper for America for tanks? Not really. It's about the same. That tank there, I mean, the tank itself wasn't expensive. It was like, I think I paid $50 and 50 for the sump underneath. But cost wise, all the others, it works out about the same. It's only a 20-gallon long, 30 by 12 by 12. Looking good though. Sorry, I'm going to say that about 20 times today. That thing's just humming along. It's due for a bubbling again. I stopped for a couple of days. I just wanted to see if bubbling was making it, and it is. Yeah. Hey, Drake, what's going on? Hey, look at it. I don't have 9 thumbs down from trolls immediately upon loading up. God damn, that was funny this morning. Like, what the hell? I don't know, whatever. And
you had 9 thumbs down immediately?
Almost immediately, and there was a couple of guys in there. You know, one guy's talking about licking my mom's bum, and I'm sitting there going, "You don't want to lick my mother's bum, buddy." Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's like trolls. Way to go. I try. This tank's fairly new too, Rob. This tank's only 2 months old. Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. So what's going on with you today, Nick?
I'm tired.
Okay, that sounds normal. I'm tired.
Yeah. I'm tired. I just spent the last few days tidying up my unit. Had a big meeting today.
Yeah.
Got a pile of work to do. But no, it's all good. I can't complain. You know, it's good to be busy.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But I did a few late nights just getting the unit organized, just to because it was just getting so cluttered up in here with all these like tanks and.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, it's just clutter. I just got to get this call. One sec, I'll come back in a minute.
Okay, sure. Then you can tell us if you got all that rock moved. No. So what about you, Trapper? You still don't have a tank up again, do you?
No, I'm still waiting. Probably about mid-May when I get my tank. So.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, I've got some money coming from a little work bonus, so that's what I'm just waiting on, really.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, when that comes in, and then I know what budget I've got to play with, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I got a few things I want to do before I go full on with the OBS stuff.
Yeah.
And I was looking pricing some stuff. Some of it's hilariously expensive. I'm sitting there. Are you kidding me? This is like worth $30. You know, at best, and you want $100. Kiss my ass. You know, I'm not paying $100, right? You know, I can get around it for now. So.
Yeah, it's expensive stuff, isn't it, for what it is?
Yeah. Like, I mean, really, what I'd like to do is get a hold of an M Audio Fast Track 2.
Right.
But all the ones that are around, they're either beat the rat shit or they want way too much. It's like, are you kidding? These things are only this new. You know, like, no, you're not getting your money back, buddy. Welcome to the music business. It sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry you bought something you thought you were going to be a rock star in 20 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
I did 30 years, bud. Let me tell you a horror story. But yeah, so Rob, yeah, that's Nick that was in here. That's the guy you should have a talk with when you get a moment. And he'll try to fix you up, or he'll point you in the right direction, especially for over Europe. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for when I eventually get mine. I'll speak to Nick when I know what budget I'm playing with, because I know he's a busy man, so I don't want to be taking up his time before I know exactly what money I've got to play with. So.
Yep, that's the thing. All the planning in the world is what you need to do. It's really hilariously vague, for lack of a better term. Yeah, yeah. You can check his site out, see what you think, and then, like I said, talk to him too, because not everything's on the website. You know, like you said, he's still just cleaning up his new unit, for that matter. Yes, Cat, can I help you? But no, I thought I'd just get up and running for a bit and see what's happening, what's going on, see who's on.
What time is it at your place?
It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 6:30 here.
6:30 where you guys are. Yeah, supper time.
So, yeah, that's why I'm in the kitchen making dinner as we speak.
Yeah.
Kids are fed. Now it's the adults' turn.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I'm not even staying on too long. I got workmen coming to work on my bathroom.
Okay.
So it's going to get super noisy when they get in here. So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on the knock or the call, and I'll take it from there.
Does anybody else have a stream tonight? Is there a scheduled stream for Tuesday? I can't remember.
Not that it's Tuesday, right?
Test Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, on Tuesday. Wednesday is devs.
Yeah. He's had some really good streams lately. I've really
yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, that's why we don't cross over each other.
Yeah,
it's
no.
one thing for me to drop on and do the live with Reefer thing, but you know, right now I'm still just trying to find my niche.
Yeah. No, they're really good. It's like Bryn was saying last night. He's really enjoying the interaction with people, and you know, obviously he's got a lot more to offer than sort of someone like myself. But it's still good to have that interaction. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, you say that, and the thing is, though, you might know something we don't. You know what I mean? Like everyone has something to offer, even if it's just a DIY trick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what do you want, Kat?
Anecdotal, you know, something that's happened in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, hey, I did this and this worked out, and we might all like, oh, you know, like,
yeah. Because I worry sometimes, like, I jump on and I don't say too much, and then I like, oh shit, best jump out of here.
I look like a right idiot. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I feel like that every other day.
That's good to know. You're not the only one.
You are not. You can't get on here and yak as much as I yak and not say something dumb at least once. Yeah, or be going, oh, I missed about 20 steps there. Let me correct myself for you.
Yeah. Well, then, like I say, it's good that you've got everybody in and around the streams and in the community itself to help you out with that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Do a lot of back checking of each other, right?
Yeah. I do like that.
Actually, I got to dig up a HDMI cable to hook up my other computer. Then once I get that hooked up to the TV, and that's what I'll use it for, then I can copy over my files. Yeah. So nothing big, just little stuff, right? Stuff for the stream, stuff for this, stuff for that. So
yeah. That'd be good. Proper little setup.
Yeah, and then what I want to do is get a mixer, USB mixer, and I'm going to buy a really cheap mic set, but it's condenser, so it'll sound better than this even does. And let me play with the gains and the actual EQ a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that way, if I get someone local who wants to come and talk, they can do that. And what do you want, Kat? Sorry, guys, my females is like on my desk trying to lay on my keyboard. Can I help you? Like, pay attention to me. Yeah.
Does your cat have anything to do with the fish? Is he interested in the fish or?
My big male, my young guy does. He's always staring at them. My female does occasionally, and then my other one doesn't care. I mean, I wouldn't leave the lid off.
No.
Because they've all walked. I've got pictures of my big guy, my 20-pound young male. He's huge, right? I've got. I bet you I got that somewhere handy. Give me a sec here. I wonder if I do. I do. I wonder if I do. Oh, those are old. Holy crap, that's old. Oh, wow, there's a Zoo Garden before my Tang ate it all. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. Oh, that's a snowstorm I drove through. let's get out of that. I am looking for my mail. Yeah, there's a picture here somewhere. I'll see if I can find it quick enough here of him standing on the edge of the 120, and that he leapt up from the floor to do it as well. So he's been a bit of a pain in the butt. He has.
Rob's asking what type of clownfish you have.
The small one who keeps getting chased around, Rob, is a Wyoming white, and the big one that keeps kind of circling around him is a flurry.
They're non-stop, them two, aren't they?
Yeah, they go through their moments, and they sleep together at night, so they're the perfect couple.
It sounds like me and my wife.
Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like, don't it?
No. Yeah.
I'll do it this way.
Let's hold it.
You hold it. Go on then. There you go.
There we go. Bear with me here. So nice to have my mic or my mouse back.
Makes it a hell of a lot easier.
When you're so used to doing it a certain way, it just... Oh, got a frog on my throat. Oh, getting closer. Getting closer. I have to dig that up later. Got a shot of them when they were kittens. So sad. Oh, there it is. I do have a tickle. Oh, I do have a tickle in my throat. Jeez. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know, Dre. Oh, you got to go into your settings in your Google account, and you would change which picture is. It would be in there, and you'll see like the icon picture, and then your, I guess your channel's picture, and then when you want to change is your icon picture. Because I have two different ones that you'll see. You'll see the Finding Francis Nemo thing, and you'll also see this one, which is one of my clowns when they were younger. Anyway. Yeah, as long as he hangs out under that rock, that Wyoming white, she won't pick on him, but the minute he comes out from under there, she's all over him. It's like, that's our nest. That's what you do. And we sleep in front of it at night. It's weird. Clownfish are just generally freaking weird anyway. I love them, but they're weird. Yeah.
They're not going for any of the corals at all, like trying to make a home with them?
Nope. Nope. I think they keep touching that torch because you can see one's pulled in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you may have to log it right out of your computer and get back in, Dre. It's really weird how it works. Yeah.
Evening, guys. Evening all.
Evening.
Evening. There's
Did you
Rob.
buy the two clowns? Did you buy the two clowns at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Sure did. Yep.
Is the best way to introduce them, though, to it together?
As a general rule, yes, and it's also better to make sure that they actually were mating, like mated pair, they call it, ahead of time. These two were, but whatever dynamic is going on, they started this after the fact. And only, what, about 2-3 weeks ago, Trapper? When my clown started fussing and feuding?
Yeah. Yeah, from what you've been saying, about 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, about 2-3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a bitch. That's all there is to it. Yeah.
What other fish have you got in that tank? Is that a wrasse?
Yeah, that's a Lubbock's wrasse.
You.
And on top of that, have you got cleanup crew in there?
Yep, there's probably about 7 or 8 snails, about 7 or 8 hermits around, but they're too busy killing each other, which is why I don't like hermits. And a Bengay cardinal in the back, and there's a clown goby in there somewhere, and a lawnmower blending. So
nice. Is a good amount of fish for that size tank, or you need to add more?
No, that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. You want to keep it super healthy and clean, that's about it. I could add one more, but if I see a really healthy pod population go up, and I mean healthy, super, like tons of them, like pest levels, I might add a blenny or a scooter, a dragonette. Jeez, everyone talking to me and they're calling them like gobies and blennies. I'm like, they're not. Dragonettes. So a scooter dragonette or possibly a mandarin, but it would have to be an awful healthy population for me to put a mandarin in there.
Yeah. How's your other tank going?
Good. It's starting to clear up. I figured out a few of the issues that were going on. So
right.
One of them was my magnesium was super low. And magnesium does inhibit algae growth. So if it's super low, it allows the algae to kind of get a better foothold. So when I upped my magnesium levels, so I went from 1020, I've got it over 1100 now, and I'll ease it up again, and already that's dying off, right? So once that's died off, then I'll start working on keeping things consistent. I may have to actually get a doser. I can see it coming.
And what type of rocks did you use for that, for this aquarium?
So this here would be called Reef Saver or Marco rock.
Right. That's dead or live rock?
No, it was dead. It was live when I bought it. It had been cycling. But when my wife did the rockscape, she I didn't put it back in the water when she was done. It was semi-hard, glued together, and it should have been firmed up. So I had a bin for it, and I didn't put it in there until the next day. So I actually wound up, and everyone can tell you, with a wicked algae outbreak in here from the die-off. But I've started tanks with completely dry rock. Yeah.
It's a better way to go, the dry rock, no, sometimes, because you get there's less pests and stuff on it.
Well, the thing is, what a lot of people call pests aren't really pests. They're just unsightly. Like, people don't want to see bristleworms. Well, guess what? They eat fish yet. You want them in your tank.
Hey guys,
yeah, go ahead. Oh, who hey guy does? Raven?
No,
sorry?
Me.
No. Oh, it was you. Okay. Oh, sorry, you got cut off again there, Rob. Go ahead. Okay. All right. No, but yeah, no, it's I like dry rock better just because I can shape it, do what I want. If I'm going to make little caves or make little ledges. So we put a lot of work into making this one look this way. Even though my other tank was scaped, it still feels like a pile of rock because it's a 120. So when I go to redo everything, which I haven't yet quite talked the wife into, but I'm gonna do all the rock work out of the tank and to fit through the openings I have. And I'm basically gonna do 2 towers and a bridge. And I just haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna do it and what my budget's gonna be. Because for me to redo the rock in that tank is probably, with the sand, gonna be around $300, $400. Yeah. I don't know, Dre. You know what, Dre? Do the Google thing I would do. How do I change my icon in YouTube? I swear to God, it'll probably be right there in the fastest steps possible.
No, just go onto your profile settings, go up to your little picture where it has your little face type thing,
go.
And just insert a new one.
And if it's not showing, log out and then sign back in.
Yeah. The same as you can do your banner that way as well, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, your channel banner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anybody else got anything going on? I know Rob's getting close to doing a tank. I know Trapper's in May. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling you today. I bought.
You bought? You bought.
Yeah.
You're cutting out there, Raven.
Yeah, I was saying about I bought an RO unit yesterday,
Right.
and they phoned me up today, and they went, you ordered an RO unit from us, and I went, yeah, and they said, oh, we're really sorry to tell you, but it's out of stock. Like, okay, that's not a problem. I thought they were going to give me my money back. Well, guess what? They upgraded it. So they upgraded to a better one.
Okay, so what did you buy? A 4-stage?
I've got a 4-stage. Yeah, I bought a 4-stage, but the difference is it's got an auto shut off and a back flash and all that lot.
Nice.
So
There you go.
and a bigger unit altogether. So bigger resins and things like that.
Nice. So it's a full-size unit. It's probably like a Spectra Pure BRS style unit then now.
Yeah, it's bigger. So yeah, so that made my day.
I bet you it
That
did.
was a nice bonus today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody jump on that website.
Yeah, really good. Order this.
It was called eBay. That was the website.
Ooh,
eBay.
that rat's getting all pissed at her now too.
Yeah.
What are you
But the
doing?
company was Via VYAIR. That make. So yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. You'll have to excuse me. I'm cooking.
That's quite all right.
Yeah. Yeah. And on tonight's menu is homemade pizzas.
Ooh, I might have hamburgers tonight. I haven't decided, man. I actually did. I got a few bills caught up there, and was looking at some other stuff, and I'm going, I'm going to go get that mouse.
Yeah.
We've got the barbecue on the go, steak for tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say nice, but I'm actually vegetarian, so.
Well, sorry.
Not much.
I feel for you, buddy. I feel for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So I'm gonna pop this, guys. This is not a in any way. It's just to let you know. My donation ticker is working. I'm just not running OBS right now because I got a couple of things I'm doing. If you feel like doing that, please do. It is in the description. So, please support if you like. And if you don't, well, that's all right. Hang out and do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I need more coffee, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's been that kind of a day. It's been kind of fun.
Yeah. So what's everyone else been up to then?
I've been at the hospital most of the day because my girlfriend's brother's just fucking come off his horse. He does horse training for a living.
All right. Yeah.
So he's broken 2 of his ribs and fucking his little toe. So it wasn't the best day. Wasn't his best day.
Yeah. It's the little toe part of it that gets you. It's like, fell off a horse, broke a little toe.
Yes. So I took the day off work to take him to the hospital for the day.
Yeah, all right. Yep.
How about your day? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really been up to much, really. Not today. No, I haven't really done much today. Sorry?
Nice to take a day off and chill.
I'm always taking a day off and I'm always chilling.
There we go. So, Rob, that's my big tank, buddy. Wow. That's my 120. And as you guys can see, so there's that algae that broke out here and there. And just up in the magnesium's already starting to kill that off. So it'll take a little while.
For a 250 litre tank, or round about that, maybe 300, something like this maximum, what sort of fish is a good place to start? Tangs is not possible, no?
No, not a tang. Even that fox face is probably too big for a 50
wrasse?
liter. You could do wrasse. You could do, of course, you could do your clowns. You could do cardinals. A lot of people don't like the one-striped cardinal. I actually kind of like them. They got a lot of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damsels.
Angels.
Yep. You could do a dwarf angel. One.
Yeah.
And which of those fish are good mixing together?
Your mileage may vary. Most of the time, they all kind of get along, but there are moments where they just don't. Like that wrasse is all pissy right now. So, but I already know what's going on there.
Yeah, I've looked on a few websites to see which ones are semi-aggressive, aggressive, and all this sort of stuff. With only outs to a certain degree.
But again, it's also the way you add them as well.
Yeah.
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 So exactly.
I was talking the other day, and it's a way that I'm thinking is, like I say, set up a quarantine tank, get your fish from the fish shop, stick them in a quarantine tank, leave them there for whatever amount of time you want, and then when you're ready, just add them at the end of the night. So that way the tank is settling down, the fish will go in to the tank, find a hiding spot and sit there for the rest of the night. He's not getting bothered by anything.
Yeah. What do you guys think about quarantine corals? Needs to be done, or is not really a priority?
Dip them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely dip them. And again, it depends. Sort of like, I know you can quarantine them for a little while just to make sure there is no pests on them. But again, dip them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put them in a quarantine. When you take them out, just to be on the safe side.
Yep, and get yourself a headset magnifying glass thing, or get yourself a good one, and just look them over. Look them over really well, and you'll be happier in the long run if you can put them into like a 5-gallon tank and let it sit under a decent light for a little while. And decent light is really cheap for a 5. What you can do is actually watch for the pest, or watch for bubble algae, or watch for bryopsis.
Yeah. What are the main things to look out for?
Really, when you don't necessarily need to dip. It really depends what you're trying to keep out. Most of the time, what people are looking for is algae, because that's how it tends. And the other one's ick. The reason that you're quarantining a frag before you put it in, or your inverts, is to keep ick out of your main display. Right. Same with your fish. Right.
But on corals, you will get like a like on zoas, you will probably get nudibranches that will eat zoas and things like that. You can get, what is it? Is it like red spider crabs?
Red spider crabs, acropora, you're eating red bugs or occasional. And that's the thing. You're probably going to start off with softies and stuff. It's mostly going to be looking at the rock and dipping the rock, just to make sure nobody gets in there. That's all.
Yeah. And again, sort of like, even if you start off with plugs, sort of like stuff on plugs. Again, sort of like, people don't realise that, they hide things still. They still hide critters that you don't want sometimes.
Yep.
On the base. So some people will cut the base off. Some people, depends on what it is, will actually take the frag off the plug.
Yep. If you can do it without killing the coral, absolutely.
Exactly. So.
And what's the other main type of rock that they use? I can't remember the name of it.
Pucani.
Pucani.
Yeah.
Is a good place to start also with this?
Oh yes, Pucani is a great rock. It actually really
very
is.
Very good for building.
Yep. Marco's even better because it actually will lock together all, and it's almost like Lego. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Pucani, you can cut it. It's pretty hard, but you can cut it and glue it together to make your own sort of.
No, Pucani's not hard. A hacksaw go right through it. Yeah. Same with this stuff. You can hacksaw right through it. Do it in seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I use little chisels and I'll make little caves and stuff. Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah. BRS done a good video on types of rock.
Yep. Yeah, and then how to rockscape as well. They show you the little tricks.
Yeah, I think they actually got someone into Rockscape for them.
Hey, come on, Anna.
So,
But yeah, overall, it's pretty easy to deal with this.
What sort of corals you got in that tank? Is it a mix of LPS, SPS, and softies, or just LPS?
It is. The SPS is more of an experiment. It seems to be doing okay. I got to turn the light down. I only keep it up for about maybe right now, maybe an hour. And then I keep the full spectrum turned down after that. But it's so to the right, the one right in front of you is it's a rainbow Indonesian torch. Right below that are white pipe organ. On the sand bed there, kind of closed up, are some kind of pally, green, nuclear green style pally. Above that are acans, rainbow acan lord, and I'm not sure the type. To the left of that is a purple tip hammer. Straight down below, the single head of purple tip frog spawn. To the left of that is scrambled egg zoas that got knocked off the rock yet again. Thank you, Blenny. And then to the left of that is a plate. Above that is an orange octospawn. And I think those are Kex red zoas or Tubbs blue. I can't remember. I'd have to really get digging at it. And then the one set of sticks in there is Montipora setosa, just green Montipora setosa. So, and that orange fungia plate there, my wife is so with. Yeah.
Consigo le clown amico tuo. Boy, che buonissimo. No? Bello.
If it wasn't for my clowns being total douche nuggets in there, it'd be wonderful, but they'll figure it out. The RAS is already just ignoring them again, so. Yeah.
What's the cost of those clowns? They're quite a lot more expensive than the standard.
Not really. Yeah. They're about $50 a piece in Canada, and you might pay a little more over there for them, but regular Ocellaris go for like $35 now, so it's about $15 more. You're going to pay a lot more for like Da Vinci's and Photons and Phantoms and the much rarer ones, and you're going to watch out for maroons, man. Make sure they're not maroons, because I'll tell you, if you want a dickhead in your tank, that's a #1 way to get a dickhead in your tank. Yeah. I have seen. Go ahead.
Starter tank. That's just for a starter tank, just to stick to the standard clowns, or is okay for?
Oh no, you get designers. Yeah. They're just, we call them designer clowns. They're just morphs, right? Those guys are Ocellaris.
Yeah. They're basically whatever you need for a normal clown, you just do for the posh ones.
Yep. Same thing.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
I'm going to guess it's a good thing I got a lid on this tank, because those two are going to. That RAS is just not having any of her behavior anymore. There's a lawnmower Blenny right in front. Looking fat and healthy. Look at the gun on him. Big old algae gun on my lawnmower Blenny. Well, he had a feast going there for 3 weeks? Just a smorgasbord in that tank. You hardly ever see the clown goby. He's just he was so small when I got him. He was living in a 1.5 gallon tank, and it literally looked like sewer water. Yeah. And how we survived, I don't know. And I said, nope, I'll give you a good home, buddy. Here you go.
Yeah. Well, I do like clown gobies and the green ones.
Yep, that's what this is. I want to get the panda ones.
Yep.
The panda clowns, but they're really, really hard to get a hold of those panda clown goby. Yeah.
Yeah.
What sort of sand or substrate are you using in there?
That's a Carib Sea Fiji pink.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. And I like that because it's a right mix of everything. So the RAS can sleep in it. Gobies can sift it. So. Yeah.
And what sort of depth is it? 2 centimeters, something like this in general?
It's probably about 1 inch deep.
Yeah. Yeah, about 2.5 centimeters.
Yeah, nothing more than that.
That's pretty standard across the board now.
Yeah.
It is if you want to be able to clean it and keep it clean. If you try to go deep sand bed, the problem I have with deep sand beds is old tank syndrome, which is you end up with pockets of hydrogen sulfide in your sand, and that can nuke your tank really quick. So a lot of people are steering away from that. A lot of people go bare bottom now. I don't like the look of that, but some people do.
Yeah.
I was listening to Aaron's aquarium, and he was saying if you stir your tank, you don't have that. If you stir the sand, you don't get that problem.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you stay regular with cleaning sections.
But you need to do that from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, you got to send me your email, bud. I'm still been lazy and haven't got my list off my other computer.
Yeah. The other thing is you can get some like scenarius snails and things like that. They'll disturb the sandbed. Get a good population of them. Get the big ones and the small ones.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's going on? What's up, bees?
All good.
All right, bees.
I'm not sure how good these streams are for my bank though. Last night after talking about the light being very focused in the center. Went away, did a bit of research, then bought something, diffuser for it. It was only a tenner, but then it also because the amount of time it took me to clean the tank last night before I showed it, it's like, I'll get a flipper as well while I'm at it. That's another 35. It just keeps adding up, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
It does. Every time you turn around, it does.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't fear the bank account. Yeah.
The way I see it though is those sort of things. It's for the light. If I was to try and get a better spread another way, it would be a new light or an extra one of them. So for £10 to try a diffuser is well worth it.
Yeah. I was going to say, just looking on your tank, when you had that one on there, it does look like you would probably need two to really cover it properly. Otherwise, you're going to raise it and raise it and raise it.
Yeah.
To get
just
a
those
good
edges.
Exactly. It's like a on my 250. It's like I've got the max spec one that goes all across it. But I would really have liked the Ecotech Pro sort of thing, gens.
The
15s.
G4 Pro, the G4
The G4,
Pro.
yeah. That's what I would have liked. But again, it's like the price of them is silly. They do the job.
Like I said to one guy, if you're doing your first tank, don't go full retard.
No,
you know what I mean? Because
exactly.
you really don't know what you're getting into unless you've done it before. You know what I mean? But if you've never done it before, there's a lot of ways to skin a reef. I say it all the time, right? You can get a little cheaper in and just let it develop, right? Like I already figured out with this tank. If you look, notice how on the Indonesian side and over on the far left side, it's a little dark, right? So even at 18 inches above, that 165 watt fixture isn't quite hitting it. So what I'm going to do is actually take the lens covers off inside the light, and that'll let that light spill out to the edges, right? So, but I'll get around to it. That's got a round to it on it. You know, that circle thing your mom used to put on your door, the round to it. Yeah. It's just a matter. Yeah, go ahead.
The other thing I did today, I was talking about a few of the corals weren't happy. The clove polyps. So I've relocated the wave makers. So instead of being pointed from the back to the front and then bouncing off the front of the tank, it was getting a good circle everywhere, but it wasn't really hitting any of the corals. So I've just brought them a bit further forward and just pointed them at the center of the tank. So it's just washing everything in the middle. It seems to be doing better, but we'll see if they like it in a day or two.
Do you have one wave maker or two wave makers?
I've got two of them. It's the Jabos SW4s.
Jabo. Yeah, I've got a 4.
They're good little power hit. I mean, I got two of them, so it should be doing 8,000 liters an hour. So like combined.
Have you stuck them one on one side, one on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you linked them together, master and slave?
Yeah, although I was thinking maybe to stop doing that and just put them individually, and then that creates more random flow rather than them being in sync with the random flow.
Yeah.
Well, I used to put mine on alternating, right? So one side, then the other side, one side, and what I would do is actually
countersink.
And I'd point them at each other, so you get the collision in the middle, but it's much gentler, right? If you're going to put them together, make sure they kind of point just not straight on at each other, but off a bit, and that ends up giving you almost like a swirl effect in the middle of your tank.
Yeah, I've put one slightly higher than the other, so it's one's hitting the top, and then the other's getting that undercurrent.
You got it.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And then just put them on alternative, master and slave, and just alternative it.
Yeah, all I have going in here is over by the Indonesian torch there. I've got the return from down the sump, and on the left side I've got a Coral Box QP5, and it's only on 5. I think it's on 20% or 10%. Yeah, it's just barely on, right? But it's, if you look, it's more than enough flow for that tank. So
yeah.
Do you guys use automated or some sort of automated system for that, or is?
Nope, I am the Apex.
I've heard a lot about the Apex, but not really sure about it.
If you want something to watch your tank, and you understand what it's watching, they're great.
I think you could probably hire someone for less than an Apex.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question there, Rob?
As in terms of dosing, also.
You can buy a doser that does that for you too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the only good thing about an Apex is, say your doser goes stupid and starts overdosing alk, which will raise your pH. Your pH monitor can then shut that off. Right? That's the great thing about an Apex, is that you can make it monitor certain parameters and stop that from happening. The temperature's going up, shuts off the heaters. You know, it'll
on
stop.
a fan or something.
Yeah, exactly. Right? You know what I mean? So if you can afford it, go for it. Right?
But there's other systems out there that are cheaper than Apex that still work similar, no?
Not as good as an Apex, no. No.
Right.
It's more the support from Apex is a much higher support level. Yeah.
You know,
and
I was going to say if you go on like was it Reef? Yeah,
Reef to Reef, and all those.
And things like that. You will find like there is a good support, and they'll tell you about it. But I was going to say, is it Terrence goes on Reef Dudes chats, so the actual guy who makes the stuff is out there, sort of like, and he will go on Dev's chat on Reef Dudes.
Yep.
So you can pop questions to him as well. So.
What was the system that Aaron's Aquariums uses? Was something similar to this that controls the pH and stuff?
I don't think he's got an Apex at the moment, has he?
No, he doesn't have an Apex.
He's got an Apex, but he uses some sort of other system.
I think he's just got a pH monitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's, again, it doesn't control everything. It just tells him something's up. Yeah. So it's like I've got a Reef Keeper on my other tank. And one of these days, I'll a certain module I'm looking for to show up at a good enough price, and I'll add it, which will do my pH, my salinity, and my temp. But right now, there's nothing like a refractometer and a thermometer, and I just there we go, and check my salinity, check my temperature, and then I'll check my pH with my pH monitor. I've got one sticking in the tank. Yeah. But yeah, so that's exactly what I do. Huh.
The thing is, it's like you can use as much technology in this at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a little weird. So how you doing today, Tim?
I'm doing okay. Out working.
Yeah, cool.
Having a little lunch now.
Hear that.
I got a question. I think I mentioned I'm going to Macna later on this year.
Yeah.
That's about 700, a little over 700 miles from my house here in El Paso. So I can either drive or we could fly. My problem is, my question is, if I get over there and there's some nice looking corals, I'm going to buy a coral.
Right.
So the problem is getting it back and going through. If you go by, if you fly, then you're going to have to hopefully get by, airport.
Well, TSA isn't going to care too much. It's customs that you got to watch out for.
But
right?
and I've heard people say, yeah, they did it. Reef said he did it. But my problem is, I'll be the guy that they won't let through. You're not. If you want to really see a pissed off guy, just give me $100 coral that I just got to throw away or something.
Yeah.
And I'll be really pissed off, and I'll probably get arrested and all kind of because I'll do stupid stuff.
You'll make the news. Yeah.
And they threw a man in. What for? Because they confiscated his coral. They threw a man in jail. But
the thing is, it's where you're flying from and where you're flying to.
Yeah, you're not leaving the country, so it's already in the country. You don't have to worry about it. Just keep your receipts, right, that you paid for it, right? And that's all they're going to care about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, we could drive that, and there's a couple of reasons why I might want to drive. One is that my son's in Phoenix, and to drive now, you're talking about 12 hours or so.
Yep.
I'm gonna have, in other words, we're gonna have to make a stop and stay over somewhere in a motel or something, and then drive the rest.
It'll be fine.
Yep, it'll be perfectly fine.
It'll be fine.
That wouldn't bother you. Don't think that it bothered the corals too much?
No, as long as you get it in a styrofoam container, right? Yeah. Okay, and you tell them that you're going to be traveling a little while. Can they put a little extra water in?
Yeah.
Right. And that you keep the temperature the same. Right. So when you're going to do your coral run, make sure you kind of do it all at once. Pack your corals in your container, and then keep the lid on it. Don't keep lifting the lid up.
Don't check it.
Don't check it. Just leave it on.
Yep.
Drive home. They can do coral as long as the temperature stays consistent.
Yeah.
Right. Will last 2-3 days in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be fine.
And if you're worried, I'll put a heater pack in
there. As far as temperature and stuff is concerned, they should be fine. I'm not concerned with that because.
Yeah.
But so I might do that because to be honest with you, I'd really rather drive. We have a new SUV, which is really nice, and it'd be a nice trip to take in the car and just take your time. I just don't. There's no way I can make that. I mean, if I was about 25 years younger, I might say, okay, I'll take off Monday morning and drive and be back in El Paso at midnight. But no, that's not gonna happen. I'll be dead by the time I get to midnight.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll fall asleep at the wheel. So that's not going to happen, and I don't want to do that. I just want to take my time driving back, stay at a motel, and then get up the next morning and make it the rest of the way into El Paso. So.
Yep.
Yeah, the way that you got to think about it is when these shipping companies bring these corals into a country, they're going to be taking them from halfway around the world.
Yeah.
And they're going to be flying them in. They're going to then go through customs. They're going to go through a lot more than what you're doing with a coral in a box in the back of a vehicle.
Yeah.
And I said you can always get, like, I don't know if you've seen, you can get little hand heat packs. Yeah. Where you just rub them and then they just give off. Yeah.
Yep.
You can just stick one of them in it.
I don't
wrap
think
everything.
We're gonna have any trouble keeping them warm.
Yeah. But wrap them up in a
in Las Vegas, Phoenix, to El Paso. I don't think we'll have any trouble with that.
All right.
Yeah, it's more keeping it cold. Yeah.
Exactly. We just wherever we go, we're stopped. Well, we're stopping for supper. Let's take the corals with us then.
Yeah.
Because they'll fry in the car.
Yeah.
But either that or we'll leave the air conditioner.
Aircon. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, don't put it. I've done stupider things.
Yeah.
Nope, just do drive-through, buddy. That's the trick, right?
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're going to take drive.
Yeah.
No, we're stopping someplace nice.
Yeah.
And, that's the whole thing. So it's actually be a lot cheaper for us to drive than it would be to fly, to be honest with you. And
if that's the case, it's more corals to buy.
And then I just don't want to worry about it. I just want to, if I see the coral, I don't really plan on buying a lot of corals, but there might be one or two. I just go, damn, I'd like to have that, And I just don't want to worry about it. I just don't want to worry.
Nah, you should be fine, buddy. But get yourself a good size.
Catching the wrong guy on the wrong day, and he say, "No, you can't take that."
Sorry, just a second. And shut these up.
Oh, that's okay.
Ruby, shush.
So I think we'll just drive. That's
I'd
what
do
I
it.
think we'll do.
That's
Yeah.
more coral you can buy, and more you can bring back.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think I'll tell the wife, honey, we're driving. Well, why did you change your mind? Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
don't
to
let
be
on.
honest with you, it's more likely that she will see a coral that she likes than it is
Yep.
me. To be honest with you.
Yep.
So,
You got it.
That's it.
Yeah. Or you'll see a fish that you really want, or you'll see something, man. You're going to be at Mac now. Yeah.
The fish, I don't want to deal with bringing a fish back. I don't. That's just too long. I'd be worried about that. So I don't know.
No, 12 hours would be nothing in the right size bag. Yeah. Yeah. It's just when you get them home,
Yeah.
it's a quick and dip, man. You're better off to put them in your QT right away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive. We're going to
hold on, guys. Keep talking. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
No, anyway, so this will be our first. It's the first time we've gone to any sort of a big, aquatic show like Magna or Reef Palooza or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I just want to be. I just want it to be an enjoyable, without a lot of worry. So
Yeah. Yeah. I just wish they had all this in the UK, something like that.
yeah, I wish you guys did too. That's a shame.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like you look on, being from the UK, we look at your stuff that you have and the shows that you have, and you look at the stuff and you think, wow, why don't I have that in here? Why can't we have this product here?
Yeah.
And the thing is, you are getting, sort of like people who are making sumps, but they're like real independent, these people that are just starting up making sumps and reef tops and bits and pieces, and they're growing from their like backyard sort of thing, from their sheds, making this stuff. But obviously the inspiration has come from like looking at the tanks and the and the sumps and
a Reef Palooza, Magna, or something like that going in UK.
Yeah.
UK and Europe in general, UK and Europe in general, they suck for a variation, no?
Yep. Yep. Is it?
I'm gonna have to mute this, guys. I gotta stop and get some gas in the car. But I'm still listening though.
That's all right. So it sounds good, like Reefer Palooza. So I think Aaron's going over to Reefer Palooza. So
I think I heard Michael say he's coming to Mac.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, Michael, Aaron's aquarium. Yeah, Aaron's aquarium's going over. Michael. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think you found a good deal as well, like 500 quid or something.
Yep.
500 quid, and that's with hotel as well.
I would have to run a donation thing for me to go. I was looking at it. I can do it for about me and the wife for about $1,400, flights and hotels.
Hey, Craig, we could do a GoFundMe to Magna, Craig.
Yeah. Let's send Reefer Madness to
Yeah.
I'll do your voiceover.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig. YouTube got me again. I didn't know your live stream was on, and I just have to click on YouTube, and then I see YouTube. They took the bell. They unclicked it, or whatever you want to say it.
They do it by your preferences. It's actually hilarious. Yeah, it's been going on constantly. Yeah.
My preferences? Well, hell, all I've been doing lately is listen to you. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. They probably said you got very, very bad judgment and very bad preferences. We'll switch it off.
You listen to that.
That's what it was. Yeah.
But no, I thought I had last night. I unsubscribed from somebody who frequently live streams, and we won't name him. But I thought, holy shit, did I unsubscribe from Craig?
Well,
No, No,
You're allowed.
Yeah.
no. I just thought I made a mistake, which I've been prone to do. But
Yeah.
I checked it. I go, no, I didn't unsubscribe. But the bell's got the little wiggly signs next to it. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
well, what the hell's going on here? You know, I didn't do that.
Yep.
I couldn't.
No, it happens. It happens to the best. It's something to do with YouTube's new algorithm. I'll put it to you this way. I don't know how much more this will be viable for people. If Philip DeFranco is leaving, it should tell you how bad YouTube's getting. The guy has 6.5 million subscribers, and they're hitting him every day with demonetization and just slapping him around, basically. And he's like, you know what? I'm done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Craig, you know, I've heard you mention that before. Now, the only thing I do on YouTube is Reef related. So
Yep.
I don't even know who that is. You know, I really don't know who that is. I mean,
you should be watching him. He's hilarious. Well, he's not even just hilarious. He's informative to boot. He's like a news program. Look up Philip DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco.
Yep.
All right.
And trust me, you'll enjoy it. He's usually pretty poignant. Yeah. You know, you are the worst kind of human garbage. And he says it like it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like that last one about the kid with autism and the teachers making fun of him, for fuck's sake. You know, like, what? You know, like, and he's like, you know, so, you know, what? You're not firing this one yet? You got to wait? You know what I mean? Like, okay. You know what I mean? And then to say that the parent should have talked to you first, I'm guessing they did. And that's why there was a recording in the backpack of that kid. You know what I mean? Because they knew something was going on after talking to you, right?
Yeah. I'll be back in a minute.
Sounds good, Tim.
Guys, I'll jump off as well. I'm going to go and eat. Maybe I'm back either later tonight or I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
Right.
I'm going to stay in here for a minute and talk to Jeeves if he gets in. I'm not really sure if he is. Yeah.
Catch you later.
Later on.
Good.
Sounds good, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers.
So.
Yeah.
No, I'll stay on for another 20 minutes or so. Then I got to get off because the guys are coming. That knock at the door was them.
Yep.
So, and they're going to be making a butt ton of noise. So it wouldn't be it'd be pointless for me to be on because I'm right next to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, which is great for me being a diabetic. I'm just saying. There's Jeeves. What's going on, buddy? All right. He's not saying anything. Way to go. Make it awkward. Bastard.
Yep.
There he is.
What's up, fellas?
Not much.
All right,
Jeeves. What's going on with you, Captain?
Oh, heading home from the LFS.
Oh, are you? What you get? What you get, sir?
Well, a local guy on the local forum met me there, so I have a purple tip green hammer now. So the purple with green tips hammer from him.
Okay.
I got 2 purple with green tip frog spawns. I got 2 purple Monty caps for $55.
Oh, I hate your guts. That's a good deal, man.
And then I got a, and he had a lot more. That's just all I wanted for now. So then I got a couple of snails, a couple bags of sand for the 75. I'm gonna go back to sand in it. Thing of Chemipure Blue, and I got a photosynthetic red gorgonian.
Ooh. Hopefully that does well.
Good.
Yep.
Or I've had a green bird's nest and a green slimer die off. So I'm gonna try the photosynthetic gorgonian because I was reading a little bit about them because they're a little more dual purpose. They'll filter feed or use light. So
yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Awesome haul.
Yep.
Yeah.
The gorgonian,
$40 for the gorgonian.
And it's I don't know, 2 inches by about 5 inches.
That's not bad.
On it.
Yeah.
I've seen better and I've seen worse deals. So
yeah.
Yep.
Nope. So I figure I'm going to have to do we're gonna have to do a donation run on this channel some night, so I can get things up and running the way I want. And
yeah, I'll have to box up your light tonight.
Yeah, what I want to do is when the light gets here, is I think what we'll do, we'll have a little run, and we'll raise enough so I can get the tank, the sand. I'll order the Miracle Mud because that's already been sent. The money's already been sent, most of it, which is great. That person already donated. Paul's donated, so I'm about halfway there for everything I want to do it, and I'm going to do, I think, a live stream of me setting that up.
Yep, that'd be good.
Cool.
Right, is what I'm thinking. So, it's not a ton of money to do, but yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, you can explain how you do it. You can chat about other things. It'd be a good long screen.
Yep.
I would just pre-schedule that one, schedule it for whatever prime time day.
Yep. I'm going to have 2 cameras, I think, running for that one. So I'll have one that's right where the tank's going to be, right on it. And I'm going to have one up above so you can actually see it from above. And right. I figured that's not too much because the guy's willing to sell me his LG camera that the audio no longer works, but the camera and the Wi-Fi still work.
That'd be good for the above, won't it?
That'd be just for the above. Yep. Don't need it for the sound. Yep. Oh, my buddy will come in with his microphone. I'll actually have a pro mic. I'll have everything set up for that when I do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, you know what? If we do it right, I honestly, if I do it the way I want to do it, I'll also have a fish in it that night.
Yep.
Right? And
That'd
then
be
there'll
good.
also be a following stream, right? Because it's going to be a bonsai reef, right? So it's going to look basically kind of like what you're seeing, but it's going to be scaled down by 75%.
Yeah.
How would you do the fish thing? Would you have it in your current aquarium and then just shift it over?
Nope. I just put them, I keep them in a bag, and I just acclimate them right to that tank. Yeah. Probably a clown. I like my clowns. Yeah. Or possibly a wrasse. Not really sure. One way or the other. But it's not a butt ton of money. It's just, unfortunately, being an unemployed gasser like myself, it's a step too far in some directions. Kind of hard to talk the wife into another tank when it's going to cost us money, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's understandable.
But it's easy enough to do, and it'll sit. I've had a 5-gallon. I've had a 10-gallon on this desk, and I'm sitting going a 5. Do it peninsula style. Paint the back. I got most of the hardware. It's just a matter of getting the little bits together and the rock. I have rock, but I don't think I got quite the right rock. So what I'm thinking about doing is talking to Reef Supplies and telling them, pick me out, 5 pounds of smaller pieces that look like the big pieces but are smaller, so that I can actually make a little mini rockscape out of it, right? So I'll have that pre-glued. It's dry rock, so I don't have to worry about it. I can rinse it off and then dip it in prime and be good to go. And I can start it up right then and there. And there we go, folks. There's a tank up running with Miracle Mud substrate, with sand, with this, right down the list, right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
I'll have to price it up and we'll make a goal. So.
Yep. Yeah.
But all right. Oh, well, there we go. Guys are at the door. I got to cut it off, guys.
That's right.
So, I'll if I'm not back up, Paul, I'm going to imagine Paul will be up tonight. I can see that.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, right?
It's his testing Tuesday.
Should be. So he should be up in the next hour or two.
Yeah. So get your test kits out and start testing.
Yeah, start testing. Be ready to talk testing. All right, folks.
See you later, guys.
Later on.
See you later.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.